Are we supposed to believe that a boy and girl who are dating each other and living together have not actually done anything? Well, when it comes to these two, yes. Yes. One good thing about Chuunibyou is that, well, compared to some other shows that I have seen, there is somewhat of an actual relationship here. It's almost as if there wasn't at the same time. And considering I'm guessing the introduction of some new characters are going to be revealed quite soon. Things are going to get shaken up even more. Let's begin. And of course, the gossip goes round it immediately. And can't remember her name, is pissed at the fort. I don't see why it's such a big deal for people. Like, why do they have to picture what's going on, and why not? Gossip really just never really. I don't understand it. I'm surprised Kumin isn't asleep at this point. Or maybe these kind of conversations are so stimulating for her. Is that all you've been writing? What did Kumin get? Why did she deserve a hit in the face? She seems to be in the wrong place a lot of the time, doesn't she? There's only a few times where she's done anything to actually deserve repercussion. Dekamori. I can't actually remember the original opening for Chuunibyou now, but it does feel like this is a lot more effort has went into this one. Sort of like it's a music video, isn't it? It's that kind of esque. But rotating characters, that is, you've got to appreciate the animation when it's gone into it. I struggle with drawing things that are head on, let alone rotating. This might be considered a degree of stalking. So he's on the balcony. So normal daily chores and stuff. Does she actually do any of the chores though? I like oven mitts. I don't think anything is safe being left to her, is it? Is she just incompetent or constantly getting distracted? How much did she? How much did she actually spend on getting those night vision goggles? technology is his strong point here, isn't it? He loves his old guns and military tech. So she's the type of person that would go out and spend their money that is meant to be on rent, utilities, food, on useless garbage. Well, okay. Cool to them, but still. If she has nothing left. Yeah, I think she does actually need some discipline, but holy hell, how has she only got $9 left? How many days is it? Yeah, sure, try saying that in a week without food. Of course. I like the kid in the background looking at them like, what are you doing? Sure, but then if you're causing a disturbance in the store, do you even know what that is? So she wants something of her own. Jesus. Does she know about just general spices? There is actually products that have my name, and I have been bought them for birthdays and whatnot. It's good for about 5 seconds of a slight giggle. What department was that in? Sweets or something? Ah, it's just a gemstone-y thing. Where exactly is she going with that crystal? And I haven't had my phone on loud to hear the ringtone in years. Yeah, that was a bit more than the usual. And she's up for a fight now. Just go along with the conversation to see exactly why you're failing. Not. Do you really think that they're going to be like that close after the whole... It's sort of just a contract, isn't it? But in your in your standpoint, the flame wasn't even lit. Not properly, at least. So there's nothing to go out. Is she more annoyed at the fact that he hasn't tried anything? Yeah, that is quite astounding. Poor Ishki. Not only did he lose his hair, he's lost his face. I wonder if she even recognised him. Huh? Okay. The living with her isn't the problem, it's everything. Well, it's not exactly a secret, that one, is it? Yeah, she is an enigma, really. Okay. Ah, she's going with that thing to, what, put some fire underneath him? Was thinking that there's... She'll know that it's not him just by the way that he speaks, or she texts. But, yep, probably needed that kind of push. Good thing she's that athletic, can jump over a chair to get away. Probably, to some extent. As long as she doesn't withdraw from it. Water dragon? Okay, but nice ribbon though. So yes, but even she doesn't want to think about it. Surprise! Embarrassment is the biggest factor here, for some reason. Oh, for God. She's still wearing her roller shoes, is she? Let's hope the roads are well maintained. Or the pavement, at least. Sure, there's nothing to be worried about there, then. I wonder if she actually wants to drop the act once in a while, but doesn't know how. Trying to use her own powers to affect the environment. I would like to say I haven't done stuff similar, but let's be honest, I probably still do stuff like that. Aquarium? Kind of A bit obvious, isn't it? Oh, great cephalopod. Be a bit more proactive. Don't immediately backtrack. Give it a few seconds first. It might help if there wasn't a good 4 feet between them as well. That was nicely done, though. I don't think I've actually seen Nautilus in like reality, not in pictures. Oh no! Don't fall in or do anything dumb with the dolphins. Too fast. Yeah, that's not the end of the water at the minute, is it? As a show, getting volunteers and whatnot is quite good. I'm not completely adverse to it as long as the animals are treated well, but that's the thing. She couldn't get the windmills to spin, but she can get the dolphins to jump. My luck with gacha games and whatnot is astoundingly high, as some pointing people have pointed out. So I want to try the gachapod machines. Change. The fact that you're putting that emphasis on just time and degradation over such. It's quite good that he isn't holding back at all some of this and actually just saying things as they are. Yeah, being emotionally stunted for quite a few years has really helped the situation. What did she research? Ah, so just general magazine type articles she's been reading. Nice to see that you've at least confirmed that much. I don't really want to interject on this because it is just a nice scene for once. We're somewhat getting what we all kind of hoped for. Nice timing. Sure, believe it if you will. Well, you are. If it works for them, sure. Who am I to judge? As long as there are no lasting mental deficiencies due to it. And that's how I met your mother. To be fair, it is better than a lot of stories I've heard. It was a step forward. So it's actually been bothering him for a while. He just didn't want to bring it up. Yeah, life likes to throw a spanner in the works. And here comes said spanner. Kind of surprising that it is an almost recreation of the original meeting with Rika. That was a bit harsh. You haven't got to grips with the lowering someone gently onto a railing yet. Oh no. What makes her unique in this circumstance is being intruded on. Why has this new neighbour also got the same delusion? Why does Cumin's dance make me smile? So, obviously it's pointing towards this new character being the bump in the road, but is it going to be anything that is substantial, or just, as with the beginning of this, more just gossip that are getting in the way of things due to what people think and how they like to involve themselves? For a while, I was trying to come up with some sort of coherent thought in my head, but I couldn't. I've been to an aquarium a few times, although most of the ones I've been to are fairly sparse in what is actually there. One of the problems with being in Britain, some of the creatures they can house safely is, well, limited unless you go to the big establishments. And it is good to have confirmation that they can actually just, well, handle normal day-to-day activities like going to the shop, of course. I don't think she would be able to grow out of the fact of just being generally aggravating. picking up random stuff off the shelves and all that. But I'm also quite apprehensive about this new character because we've got a variation of different mentalities about this whole Chuunibyou thing. We've got Rika, who is just firmly entrenched in it. Dekamori, who is just was drawn into it and stays in it due to Rika. So having that kind of adoration for someone else to keep you following. Nibatani, who's trying to leave all of traces of it behind. And Kumin, who is on the cusp. So it's like, this is kind of fun. I'll play along every now and again when I want to and I'm not asleep. And then this new character who seems to just be a duplicate of Rika's. So I'm trying to think what new it could add here, other than just being clashing. But it's a bit unfair of them, is it not, to introduce... Well, I say them. Is it not unfair of life itself to introduce a hurdle so soon? It's only been like half a year. I guess I'll just have to hope for the best for the future. And, well, ultimately hope that you enjoyed the episode. If you did, please let me know. Because YouTube has recently decided to start showing me all of the lovely little data and statistics about my channel. And, yeah, it's not good for happy reading. So if you haven't already and want to give me the slight boost of dopamine that I need, you can subscribe to the channel. And alongside the Dark Flame Master and Tyrant's Eye, if you were to come up with an alter ego, what would its name be? I'll be thinking about that. Maybe you can let me know down below in the comments section. But you better get some rest, so I can see you beauties in the next one. As usual, I want to thank each and every one of you for at least reaching this stage of the video. But of course my Patreons are amazing and I have to give them their dues, especially Florida Taku and Raywin, because, well, for one, I'm surprised that anyone actually cares, much less would actually want to support me. So you guys are amazing. Never forget that. But for now, once again, thank you.